I tried America's highest calorie restaurant chain items. But why? Well, Americans eat out on average 4 to 5 times per week, and I know y'all ain't ordering a little side salad. So I wanted to take it to the extreme and see if eating the worst fried and cheesy foods at these restaurants is even worth it. Making our first stop at the infamous Texas Roadhouse, which has high calorie items everywhere. We're in the building. I say we because I have a special guest here today. I want you to guess what the highest calorie item here is.
It's the porterhouse steak for sure.
Final guess?
Final guess.
I'll just tell you, you're wrong. But unlike my last videos, this video I'm getting the highest calorie item and the lowest calorie item at each spot, which is the cactus blossom and the side chili. What's your name? Hey, shout out Haley.
It's Haley.
Oh, Kaylee. But shortly after, the lowest calorie item arrived. Texas red chili with beans.
She said there was no beans, but I think there might be beans.
Let's give it the taste. That does not taste low calorie at all. Then again, we are at Texas red.
I think I prefer Wendy's.
And really quickly, there's 2 rules for this video. 1, all orders have to be regular items from the menu, no party items. And 2, side dishes count for calories. So the lowest calorie item had 210 calories, 10 grams of fat, 14 grams of carbs, and 16 grams of protein. And nanoseconds later, the highest calorie item here arrived. But before revealing the calories, I wanted Duke to guess.
2,600.
Did you look?
No.
It's got 2,680 calories, including the ranch, 236 grams of fats, 135 grams of carbs, 25 grams of protein. So, trying to get big? Low key. I already ate before this, obviously, so I'm really just gonna taste this. Let's give it a taste. It's hot. Why is that kind of good though? That's a lot. That's a lot. But it's pretty good, can't lie.
That's so good.
Oh shoot, he's going in for more. No! This is supposed to be a health video. This is what you should get. You know the drill. Now we gotta rate it on taste, and this time, nutritional value, not just value. You wanna go first, Duke?
Alright, for the cactus blossom, let's say like a 9 on taste.
Oh, she goes.
Let's go. So good. The nutritional value of it, like a 2. We got 25 grams of protein. I also probably got like way too many calories, but I'm on the bulk, so I can deal with the calories. The chili taste, let's say like a 1. Chili was not it was like great. And I don't think chili's great for you, so the nutritional value, I'm gonna say like 4. I don't know, it's better than the cactus, but the steak, it's like a 6. Yeah, this is great.
Taste, this one, pretty fire. I'll give it a 7.5. I feel like that's fair. The lowest calorie item, 5.5. Nutritional value, they definitely fried this in seed oils. We all know seed oils are terrible for you. I guess since there's onions, I'll give it a 1, but it really deserves a 0 because of the ranch. For the chili, I'll give it a 2 because there's some beef in there. That's all it gets. That just shows you gotta be careful what you're eating. You gotta be careful. And after using my free appetizer, we paid for our food. That's it for Texas Roadhouse. But I'm trying to see if these other places are even crazier. Y'all trying to come along? You hear me? But after trying all these high calorie items, at the end I'm gonna see how hard it would be to burn off all the calories from these foods. So you can stick around for that if you want. You don't have to, but after trying the highest calorie item at Texas Roadhouse, I still wanted to see if these 5 other places could beat that. So I walked in and got seated. We have made it to Olive Garden. But you guys know I can't be eating alone. New guest alert.
What's good, YouTube? It's Spencer Wang, 6'5", handsome, and
what do you think the highest calorie item is here, sir?
I'm gonna try to guess without looking at the menu because I've been here before. Chicken Alfredo with the Alfredo sauce, bro. Because the Alfredo sauce, you know that thing be packing in calories.
Pretty close. You're pretty close. We're also getting the lowest calorie item as well. But what do you think that is?
Grilled shrimp. Final answer.
Close, but not quite. I ordered minestrone soup as the lowest calorie item and chicken tortellini Alfredo as the highest calorie item. So almost immediately we got the lowest calorie item at Olive Garden. Guess how many calories are in this?
Honestly, I'm surprised to see there is more carbs in this with the noodles. But I'm gonna guess this is like 270 calories.
This is 110 calories. Kind of surprising with all the carbs in there and everything. But it's got 1 gram of fat, 17 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein. So a little protein bar, right? I mean, come on.
That's actually pretty good.
That was the fakest.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes literally like premium ravioli that you make at the house, like Chef Boyardee ravioli.
Man, that's Michelin star Boyardee. I want you to rate it on taste and nutritional value.
Nutritional value, I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10 because it's soup. You got some greens, taste. I'm gonna give it like a 5. It's a solid soup, but it's not like the best soup in the world, bro.
There's no real good source of protein. There's just beans in here. So nutritional value, I'll give it a 5 on nutritional value. Taste, that was pretty good for a soup. I'll give it a 7.5.
As time goes on, that soup is getting increasingly more dissatisfying. Like It is not.
Shortly after our ratings, the highest calorie item arrived. They delivered the highest calorie item almost immediately after this, and it's so much food they put it in 2 plates. All right, you want to guess how many calories are in this?
I'll try, but I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get close. They really should make an app where you could just like take a photo or something and it like guesses the calories. I feel like that'd be smart, but
There is. I actually found this app called Calorie that literally takes a picture of your food and tracks not only calories but also other macros as well. You don't have to do any searching for ingredients and it's super fast. From my experience, it's pretty accurate. However, I always check all the ingredients after the scan to make sure everything was correct. For those of you that are more extreme than me, they also have a cool barcode scanner and a massive food database for even better accuracy. So if you're serious about making a change in your health, whether it's feeling better, having more energy, or just building better habits, you've got to stop guessing and start being more mindful of what you're eating on a daily basis. And if you've tried tracking before but didn't stick to it because it was such a pain, then this app Calorie is perfect for you. And if you're scared that it costs money, just realize MyFitnessPal Pro costs $20 a month. So this app is a way better deal. Plus you can try it out for free for 3 days using my code CAL. Link in description, link in the comments. Let's get back to it. This has 1,980 calories.
No way! 1900 or did
It's also got 131 grams of fat, 92 grams of carbs, 112 grams of protein.
I feel like that's gotta be kind of cap, but time for the taste. Trying to get a noodle, cheese, and chicken all at once. It tastes good, but I can see why it's 1900 calories. It tastes like they made the sauce and then just poured like 50,000 more grams of fat in it. I would take normal chicken fettuccine or chicken Alfredo over this any day. I would give this like a solid 6. Nutritional value, it has 100 grams of protein. Bro, think about this. It's half your calories for the day, but you get half your protein for the day. So honestly, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Bro, that's pretty good, bro. That like cheese exploded in my mouth. Let's cut to the chase. Taste, I'm just gonna go straight up. That's at 8.5. Keep in mind, both of these together are just 1 portion, so I'll probably get sick after half of this. Nutritional value, this is cheese overload. I will give Spencer, there is protein in it, but there's also protein in a lot of things. So I just think this is gonna clog your arteries. It is grilled chicken, I'll give him that. It's not fried chicken, 3.5. I don't wanna waste this food, but I'm also not gonna eat it all because I do need some protein, but we're gonna dig in.
Alvin Glazed, by the way, is definitely a 5 on taste.
But I have no idea what Spencer's talking about because he cleaned his plate. All right, twin, thanks for coming along.
Catch you later, bro. Hey, stay blessed.
Stay blessed, bro. Stay blessed. We'll see y'all in the next one. But after sweating off all those calories like some real gym bros, Olive Garden ranked under Texas Roadhouse in the highest calorie item. But let's see if these other places can even beat that. And after getting seen, we've made it to Red Lobster to try the highest calorie item. It's very quiet in here, so this one's gonna be a little different. But you guys know I cannot eat alone. That way. Wait, my bad.
Hey guys, it's good to see ya.
Good to be back. I'm on a cut, but Calvin's force feeding me highest calorie items.
So the lowest calorie item at Red Lobster is the kids' fruit, and the highest calorie item is the crab carbonara. All right, while Kyle gets excited with the bread, how many calories do y'all think are in the highest calorie item here?
I'm feeling like it's like 1,500, honestly. It's carbonara, it's creamy, it's full of butter.
It sounds really innocent, but based on our previous endeavors, 1850.
How many calories in the lowest calorie item though?
I would expect like just 200 at the most. Like it has to be very, very light.
I don't know how much they're giving. 95. I thought Red Lobster like went extinct.
Yeah.
I like haven't seen one in a while.
Do they still have the live lobster tape?
Yes, Kyle, they do. But then our food came out. Here's the highest calorie item at Red Lobster. Look at all that cheese. So you guys were a little off on the fruit. It is 30 calories, 0 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of protein. But after tracking our food with Calorie and looking at the ingredients, it was time to try the highest calorie item is 1,730 calories.
I called it, or like a little bit. Like I was a little off.
It's also 126 grams of fat, 84 grams of carbs, and 72 grams of protein, which is not really the best. So this is actually the same amount of calories as 9 Krispy Kreme donuts, if y'all didn't know that. But after praying over our food, it was time for the taste.
It's not healthy, but it does look good. Very creamy though.
So we're using the same fork.
But for some reason, Jawan was really struggling to get this bite.
Oh, bro. I'm trying. I'm used to chopsticks.
I'm actually hungry right now, so my scale's probably gonna be a little bit skewed. No. That's pretty good. Let's try the lowest calorie thing now.
Not gonna lie, that was kind of a mid-level. Yo, cut. You're gonna edit that, right?
Nutritional value. I'm gonna start off with the protein we're getting in here. I see bacon, crab though. I feel like that's a clean meat, but it's kind of slept on. Fresh tomatoes in here, it looks like. Really, the only bad thing is the cheese and maybe the noodles. 4.5 on nutritional value. Taste though, this is probably like the best thing I've had so far. Highest calorie. I'll give it a 9.
Very creamy, like almost a little too creamy. Like if I had the entire bowl to myself, I'd feel like it's a little too much. I'd give it like a 4. I would give it a 4, 3 or a 4. And then like taste-wise, probably an 8. I would give it an 8.
Health-wise, I'll actually give it a solid 5.2. I got some greens, vegetables. It's made of fruit.
Yes. No. It is fruit.
It is fruit. The noodles were a little bit bland for my tasting. So I'll give it a 7.6. Still very good.
Lowest calorie item. It's kind of hard to rate on anything because it's literally just an orange. But I guess it is healthy. So honestly, nutritional value, I'm gonna give it a 10. If it's not organic though, I'll give it like a 9.5. So it could be some pesticides on it. Taste, a 9.
I'm gonna go with 9.5, just in case it isn't organic. Taste-wise, I would give it a 10. I love oranges. I eat them all the time. I do actually.
I thought it was kind of mid, but it's missing the protein, so I'm gonna have to give it an 8.
These are lacking oranges right here.
But after getting robbed for a $4 orange, I think we all slightly regretted eating this high calorie item. Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming out. It was a pleasure.
I wonder how wild the next spot is.
Wild? But with Red Lobster ranking at the bottom of the leaderboard, these next restaurants are kind of scaring me. Okay. We have made it to Buffalo Wild Wings to try the highest calorie item here. Can't be alone today, so cue the transition.
Hey guys.
We're missing Jawan today, but
I am a fan of wings, so it works out well.
I want you to first guess what the highest calorie item is here.
So I don't think it will actually be wings. I didn't look at any of the calories, but like looking at the menu, I did see an image of a Philly cheesesteak. That very well could be the highest calorie item. And like Buffalo Wild Wings does have a specific scent that you can smell about 2 miles away.
I didn't smell that, but good to know. So the lowest calorie item at Buffalo Wild Wings is the celery and carrots, and the highest calorie item is the house sampler.
And the sauce that we got, the blazing.
That's Kyle's idea. You're gonna regret that. Kyle came prepared. I'm gonna get his. Kyle came prepared.
When I did this challenge in El Paso, go to El Paso Wing House, by the way. My pee burned actually, so it was a very painful experience.
How many calories do you think the house sampler is?
I'm gonna guess like 2,000.
You're pretty close. But after a few minutes, both items arrived. We got 4 sauces? Here's the highest calorie item, and here's the lowest calorie. First, let's give the macros on the lowest calorie item. So after tracking our calories with our trusty Calorie, we got macros for both items. 35 calories, 0 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of protein. Okay, a little bit of protein in there. Moving on to the highest calorie item. The highest calorie item has 2,410 calories. That's everything on this. 144 grams of fat, 199 grams of carbs, and only 81 grams of protein. So this is just a carb fest.
This is the first time in a little while where the sight of food makes me a little anxious, honestly.
After thanking God for this food, let's go on for the taste.
Nutritional value, I'm sure it's good for you. They're slimy. Like the carrot like almost slipped out of my finger. I had to wipe it off just now. I'm gonna go with the 4 because I think this might have been a little concerning to eat actually. Taste, 4 again. I'm just gonna go low.
That was disgusting. I know, weird coming from me. Taste, I'm gonna give that like a 2 probably. No, 1. Straight crunchy water. Nutritional value, you burn more calories than you actually eat when you eat celery. This is not gonna sustain you at all, so I'm gonna give it like a 3.5. Okay, now time to try the highest calorie item. I think it's fair that we need to try every single thing on this plate to get a full evaluation.
I had a good teaspoon. Mine broke off.
My teaspoon?
It was so sucky.
A little cold. We've got 6 blazing wings right here. Should I touch it?
Don't touch your eyes.
Look how much sauce is on that. Should we get a little bit of ranch or is that cheating?
No, I would go ranch. I always feel like Adam Richman when I do this.
Right away, bro.
Like, immediate.
Bro, that's hot.
I'll eat another one.
Really?
I'll do it for you guys.
Somehow Kyle survived that, but it was time to give our ratings.
Nutritional value, 5 out of 10. There's a lot of protein because it's like you got the chicken, you have chicken on top of the nachos, but the problem is everything is fried or covered in ranch, and so immediately negates anything good that you're getting out of it. Taste-wise, The onion rings were really, really good. The cheese reminded me of a Lunchable. Was not a good thing. That was like a bad thing. There was no nostalgia factor. Probably like a 4. It was not very good.
Nutritional value. You already know my thoughts. Onion rings, cheese sticks, and the nuggets are all fried in seed oils. We do have some not fried chicken on the nachos, but we get a little bit of basil on top of the nachos, some tomatoes, but it's covered in ranch or mayo. I don't know what that is. What is that? Either way, it's bad. 1.5 out of 10 on nutritional value. On taste, I like the cheese sauce. Maybe if I got a better flavored wing, I would like it a little better. We just wanted to spice it up a little bit, literally. 6.5 out of 10 on taste.
And with a not too bad price for Buffalo Wild Wings, I munched on the nachos with shredded chicken before moving on.
Kyle, thank you for coming along.
It's so hot out here, especially after those hot wings.
Honestly, I'm feeling kind of chilly.
So that puts Buffalo Wild Wings in 3rd place, leaving only 2 more restaurants to compete for 1st place in the highest calorie item. After walking in, I was seated immediately.
All right, we have made it to the establishment, but you guys know I can't come anywhere alone.
Guys, I'm so excited to be here.
New squad alert. Same thing here. We're gonna get the highest calorie item and the lowest calorie item.
So the lowest calorie here is the grilled shrimp, and the highest calorie item is the rib platter. So after patiently waiting for our food, we actually received the highest calorie item first.
This is looking crazy.
And after getting the lowest calorie item, I took a picture and let Calorie analyze our food, which we found
The lowest calorie item,
60 calories, 2 grams of fat.
1 gram of carbs, and 11 grams of protein. That's pretty good macros.
but the calories on the rib platter
Are 2,250. It's got 145 grams of fat, 104 grams of carbs somehow, and 136 grams of protein. I really thought that was gonna be more protein. But there's fries and mac and cheese as well.
So after praying over our food, it was time to get into it. And Bryce did not disappoint on that first bite.
Pretty good. I enjoy it.
I don't even know where to approach this thing.
I took a bite already, but we didn't record, so
But while I was trying the french fries, Roman was trying something else.
that's what you should be eating. That's what you should be eating. Now let's try the lowest calorie. The seared shrimp.
Now the seared shrimp, I think it's pretty nutritional because it's shrimp and it has a lot of protein. I'll give it a 7. Taste, I'll give it a 4.
Nutritional value, I'd probably say it's around 5. Taste though, I would say it's probably around a 6.
Taste wise, I wasn't a fan of that one. Weird seasoning, and it's not cold, or it was cold. I would give it like a 3 because of the seasoning. I'd go like a 8.
8.5 on nutritional value. Pretty lean, so it's a pretty good option actually. But on taste, it did taste all right, so I'll give it like a 5.5.
Yeah, whatever.
Taste was there. I really liked the taste. A little more dry on the end, but very good. 8, 8.5.
And next we rated the highest calorie item.
Nutritional value, just bring it down a little. I'd say like a 5.
Nutrition, I'm probably gonna give that like a solid 2 because it's pork and french fries and mac and cheese. But taste, I think about a 7. I think I need to try that mac and cheese again though because something's off about it.
Well, nutritional value, there's a lot of sauce and a lot of extra seasoning to make it taste good. Being honest, I'd probably say it's around an 8, maybe a 7, honestly, just because it's a lot of stuff. Taste, I would say that's an 8, but 8.5. That's really good.
The taste was there. I'll agree.
Yeah.
I'll give it an 8 on taste. But nutritional value, I mean, ramen, come on.
Yeah. Drill down a little bit.
I mean, it's not like fried, or the ribs aren't fried at least, but the mac and cheese and fries do not help, and the barbecue sauce has got high fructose corn syrup, I bet. I'm gonna give it a 3 just because it has decent macros.
Oh, geez.
So that's it for Chili's.
And let's see what these next places are even crazier. I've totally messed
So that puts Chili's at 4th place, leaving only 1 more restaurant to get the #1 spot on the highest calorie leaderboard. Usually Cheesecake Factory is a long line, but today we got seated immediately.
Okay, we are at the last establishment of this video. We're gonna be getting the highest calorie item at Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
We're missing Cameron today, but I brought Bryce and Roman. And you might be wondering why I'm dripped out right now. It's just because we just came back from church. Gotta praise the Lord. Still gotta get this challenge in. And I also look the part here. You know, this is a nice restaurant. So, what do y'all think is the highest calorie item here?
Bread.
like some type of pasta, probably.
If you've never been to Cheesecake Factory though, look how many pages are in this menu. I think they have every genre of food.
Anyways, so the lowest calorie item here is the tossed green salad, and the highest calorie item is the factory nachos. So after praying to Jesus, we shortly got
The lowest calorie calorie item. The waitress and the waiter both asked us if we want dressing, but we're trying to keep it low calorie. So, first on the macros, 35 calories in here, 0 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein. Not too shabby. I think it's time to give it the taste.
That tomato, solid.
I'm getting everything besides the tomato. Frick that.
Tastes healthy, a little too healthy. Before the highest calorie item gets here, let's rate this on nutritional value and taste.
The tomato saved it, 5.5. For nutrition, I feel like I didn't eat anything, so I think it's like a 3.
I'll give it a 7 on taste, and I'll agree with Bryce's 3 on nutrition. I mean, it's better than eating, I don't know, a Big Mac or something, but
Low calorie doesn't always mean healthy. I mean, there's nothing bad about it, but there's also nothing great. 2.5 on nutritional value. On taste, I'm giving it like a 2 probably on taste. That was not it. Do you think there's Feastables in that bread?
what?
You know Feastables? No, Mr. Beast chocolate.
You know what Mr. Beast is? I know what Mr. Beast is. You're acting like that's a normal thing. It is normal. No, it's not. Who goes to the store and gets, a Feastable?
Roman's so funny, but the highest calorie item finally
I
arrived.
honestly thought this was gonna be bigger, but I don't really know if this is the right order, but I'm gonna give the macros on the order I thought I got. First, do y'all wanna guess how many calories are in this thing?
There's more than 100.
I'd say like 2470.
There is 2,880 calories. Supposedly. There's 204 grams of fat, 174 grams of carbs, and 88 grams of protein. Those are the macros for the one with pork. She only had steak available, so it might differ slightly. So let's go ahead and give it the taste. All right, we got everything on it. 10 out of 10 bite. I mess with that.
Here's the bite. Oh, I go.
Oh, no, that's good.
Time to rate it. The chips had a nice crunch. Everything tasted fresh. I'm gonna give that an 8 on taste, honestly. I'm gonna say it. Nutritional value too. I mean, we got guacamole here. It looks like fresh avocados, fresh tomatoes. There is cheese. A 3.5 on nutritional value.
Taste, I'm gonna say 8.5. Can't go wrong with it. I'm gonna say nutrition, 5.5.
The bro's eating fried fish.
Come on now.
Taste 8, nutrition 5.
This is honestly Calvin approved, so I'm actually gonna eat this meal.
But after completely demolishing that meal, we remembered
You can't leave Cheesecake Factory without at least getting one piece of cheesecake.
Yeah, you could.
You know, to follow along with the theme of this video, we got the highest calorie slice of cheesecake. It's the ultimate red velvet cheesecake.
I'm super excited.
And after the cheesecake arrived, the calories on this thing were
1,580 calories. Kind of wild for this slice of cheesecake. There's 104 grams of sugar.
That's 3 like Dr. Peppers right there.
and it was time to give our final taste of the video.
It's not like super sweet like I thought it would be.
It's kind of criminal for you not to get whipped cream. I don't know about you, that's pretty sweet, bro.
And with the conclusion of Cheesecake Factory, it actually ranked #1 as the highest calorie item on the list at 2,880 calories for the factory nachos. But like I said earlier, I wanted to see how many calories I could burn in a day with just regular exercise. So I ran 5 miles in the morning, which burned approximately 900 calories. And later that day, I ran up some pickleball for an hour and a half, which burned about 850 calories, totaling 1,725 calories, which is crazy because that doesn't even beat the lowest item on this list, which makes you realize how easy it really is to overeat. So if you like this video, please subscribe and watch this next one. I love y'all.